Night of the Scorpion. This poem is written by Nissim Ezekiel. Okay, he was an Indian Jewish poet and he has been honored by many awards. Now, this poem is all about that night. The narrator is describing that night when the narrator was a child and when his mother was stung by a scorpion. So, now let's see the line by line explanation for the poem. First lines. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. Now, in the first lines, the poet remembers that night when a scorpion bit his mother. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. So the poet says it was raining continuously. The 10 hours means actually the whole night it was raining. And the scorpion had entered the speaker's home because it wanted to hide from the rain. So after it bit the mother, it was hiding beneath a sack of rice. Parting with his poison flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. Now the scorpion bit his mother and poured all the poison into his mother's body. The poison lies in the scorpion's tail, okay? So the diabolic over here means actually very wicked or evil, I can say. Now the scorpion knows he has bitten someone. So he takes a risk of going in the rain again. Next lines. The peasants came like swarm of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. Now, after the speaker's mother was bitten, the poet says that farmers or surrounding people, the neighbors, they all came like swarm of flies, like many people coming together, and they started taking name of God or chanting prayers, and multiple times just to destroy that scorpion or so that the scorpion gets paralyzed. So who's considered as very evil? Who is considered? It is the scorpion who is evil. With candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud baked walls. They searched for him. He was not found. So the neighbors, that means the farmers, they all came with candles or with lanterns and started finding the scorpion. Now they came with candles and lanterns. This shows that it was a night time that time. Okay, it was night. So they started searching the scorpion. The shadows of the farmers were seen on the mud walls. Okay, the village, it's a village, so all the walls and all of the houses are made up of mud. And those shadows actually looked like a scorpion. All these farmers, okay, their shadows could be seen on the walls, and the narrator says that those shadows were looking like scorpions. Now, these people started searching everywhere whether they could find that evil scorpion, but they failed. They did not find the scorpion anywhere. They clicked their tongues with every movement that the scorpion made his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. Now, when we are not happy with something, we make a sound with our tongue like this. Okay, so that is the meaning of they click their tongue with they click their tongue. Now they also saying with every movement that the scorpion made, that means that like the movement that the scorpion was taking. Okay, scorpion is taking a movement. Now with his each movement, what is happening is the poison is moving more into the mother's body. Okay, so the poison is moving into the mother's body, and those people are saying that because the scorpion is moving, every movement, every step that is taking, the poison is increasing more in the blood. May he sit still, they said. May the sins of your previous birth be burnt away tonight, they said. May your sufferings decrease the misfortunes of your next birth, they said. Now all these they said means all the peasants or the farmers that the narrator is talking about. Now he's saying may the people are saying may the scorpion not move so that the poison will not move more in the blood. The people are also saying that if you have done or committed any sins or mistakes in your past, may all that just be burned, just be vanished. Now, here, see, they are trying to pacify the mother. They're just trying to make her relief from all the pain that she's going under, and they are praying to God that let all the sufferings reduce, let it all decrease. And in this birth, let God shower his blessings on the mother. and decrease all the pain, decrease all the bad luck, so that the next birth, okay, will be more with all lot of blessings, with all happiness. This is what the farmers are saying. May the sum of all evil balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good become diminished by your pain. Now, there's always a, you can say, good deeds and bad deeds. Okay, and there's always a ratio of that. Good, our good deeds and our bad deeds. Now, people are saying, let all your bad deeds decrease by this pain. The people are praying to God at the same time, and they also say that this world is not real. Okay, unreal world means not real. This is really fake world. And then which is the real world? The real world is only that of God. So that is what the peasants are saying. May the poison purify your flesh of desire and your spirit of ambition, they said. And they sat around on the floor with my mother in the center, the peace of understanding on each face. Now, if you see in these lines also, all these lines actually tell the mentality that the village people have. So they believe in God more. They believe in all this. Maybe you can call it also superstitions at times, but this is what they feel. They are simple people who are actually taking into consideration all these facts. So what they are saying next is that the peasants actually pray. They are praying, the farmers or the neighbors, whoever are coming, those people, they are praying that let all the whatever poison is there, let it purify your wishes, your spirit of what you want to achieve. And all these people are surrounding my mother, and my mother is sitting in the center, and I'm looking at all those faces, all the people's faces, and I can make out that all those people surrounding my mother, they actually can feel the pain that my mother is undergoing. That is what the narrator is saying. More candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insects, and the endless rain. So he's saying that more neighbors started coming. When they heard of the pain that my mother was going through, it's because of the scorpion bit. So more people started coming. Now more people means obviously they will bring more lanterns because it was the night time. And those insects which come, because of the lanterns, they also started increasing. And the rains would just not stop. So my mother twisted though and though, groaning on a mat. Now I could see my mother. She's undergoing a lot of pain and she's twisting and crying in pain. I could see that. My father, skeptic, rationalist, trying every curse and blessing, powder, mixed herb, and hybrid. So, my father, he says that he would not believe in all this, okay? He was rational, means he believed in logics. So, he tried every bit, okay? He, even blessings and all, powders, he tried means he's trying some medicines or some mixed herbs. Hybrid means both, like medicines plus the prayers. That is the meaning of hybrid over here. And later, what he did is the father, he even poured a little paraffin upon the bitten toe and put a match to it. Now, he says that actually I could see my father, he took paraffin. Paraffin means like wax. Okay, and he applied it on the wound and he even lit the matchstick. So that could lead to a burn. Next lines will tell you that. I watched the flame feeding on my mother. I watched the holy man perform his rites to tame the poison with an incantation. So I watched the flame feeding means the narrator is saying I could actually see how that mother's skin was actually burning. Okay, I could see her pain also. Then a person comes, a holy man comes, he performs rites means like performing holy things, and he's also enchanting some prayers, so that all this poison comes out of the body. And then after 20 hours it lost its sting. My mother only said, thank God the scorpion picked on me and spared my children. So it was those long 20 hours that the mother was suffering, and she was really into terrible pain. And after that, all the poison was out. So there's a beautiful ending to this. Okay, this is actually why this poet is actually famous for. So my mother only said, thank God. So the mother is actually, even though she was in a lot of trouble, she was in pain, yet she was thinking about her children. You know, that thank God the scorpion actually picked me instead of biting my young small children, the young children. Thank God it picked me, and whatever happened, it happened to me, and God really spared, means saved my children from all this pain. At least I could bear the pain, but my children, those who are so young, so they wouldn't bear this pain. So thank God, I'm really thankful to God that it actually chose me. And this, you can see the selfless love of a mother. All mothers are same, so they are very selfless. They only think about their family's happiness, their children's happiness. They never think about themselves. So this is what is really remarkable. The ending is really beautiful. I hope you've understood the poem.